Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, regular contributor for Buddhistdoor Global. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is The Purpose of Buddhist Mala Beads. Before we get into that, I'll remind you to subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. In Buddhism, mala beads have been part of the ritual and liturgy of the practice, almost from the beginning. Traditionally, they're made out of sandalwood because that's considered a very auspicious wood. It gives off a very pleasant aroma when it's burned, so it's used in various rites and rituals, not only for mala beads, but also for things like incense as well. In addition to that, mala beads generally have 108 beads on every bracelet. This isn't always the case, but the reason 108 beads is traditional is because in Buddhism it's believed that humans have 108 defilements that we need to purify in order to realize enlightenment. Now, the mala beads serve three purposes in Buddhist rituals. First, they act as counters. If a monk or nun is performing a ritual that requires them to recite a chant 108 times, Om Mani Padme Hum, for example, or Namo Amida Butsu, they would count one bead for every recitation until they got all the way around and got to the final bead, which is slightly larger, to let them know that they were finished. That way they can use their hands and their feeling of touch in order to keep count, as opposed to constantly looking down at the beads or using their fingers and toes. In addition to that, mala beads serve a communal function. They're often given as gifts during important moments of a monk's or nun's life. So for example, the first time they take the lay precepts, or the first time they're ordained and authorized to teach Buddhism, they may be gifted mala prayer beads. And this gift serves as a connection, much like a friendship bracelet or a wedding ring between them and the person who gave them that gift. It ties them to that individual or to the community that made the offering. Finally, mala beads serve the purpose of reminding us of our vows. For a Buddhist teacher that has given mala beads at the time of their ordination, every time they put them on, they were reminded of the 5 lay precepts or the 10 bodhisattva vows that they took at the time of their ordination. Thus, every time they put the beads on, it's like they're taking their vows all over again. So for these three purposes, to serve as a counter, to serve as a communal offering, and also to serve as a reminder of our vows, mala beads are an important and auspicious part of Buddhist training. Amitabha.